And we begin tonight with the heartbreaking concert tragedy in Houston.
At least 8 people died and more than 300 were injured during a mass stampede at Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival on Friday, November 5th.
Concert disaster in Houston. 8 people killed, hundreds more injured when the crowd surged as Travis Scott was on stage.
Festivals can get crazy, but nothing prepared all these people for the tragedy that unfolded last Friday night at the Astroworld Festival in Houston. A crowds incident at Travis Scott's Astroworld Music Festival on Friday night in Houston led to the deaths of several attendees and left many others injured. Rapper and producer Travis Scott, the organizer of the Astroworld Festival in Houston, where at least 8 people died Friday night, gave his first on-camera statement in a video posted to his Instagram account Saturday night. "I'm honestly just devastated," Scott said as he repeatedly sighed and rubbed his forehead. "We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time," said Scott. But what has his girlfriend said about this situation? Did she support the victims? How did she react to this tragedy?
You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need,
Let's talk a little bit about the background of this event. Astroworld is a music festival founded by Scott and held in Houston on the former site of Six Flags Astroworld. This year is its 3rd iteration, as it was canceled last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The festival was first launched by Scott in 2018, the same year that the studio album of the same name was released, and the original lineup consisted of performers such as Post Malone, Metro Boomin, Lil Wayne, Scott himself, and others. But why in Houston? Well, Houston is Scott's home city, and it is where the amusement park Six Flags Astroworld was once located. That place closed in 2005, and Scott named his 3rd album after the theme park. But this year's tragedy wasn't the first incident that happened at this festival. Since emerging from Houston in the early 2010s, Mr. Scott has become one of rap's most ambitious figures, pushing the boundaries of entrepreneurship and of the artist's role as a purveyor of branded products and fan events. Mr. Scott has also earned a reputation for concerts that feature high-concept stage production, as well as a wild and sometimes chaotic energy from his audience. In 2015, Mr. Scott pleaded guilty to charges of reckless conduct after he encouraged fans at Lollapalooza in Chicago to climb over security barricades and onto the stage. 2 years later, Mr. Scott was sued by a fan who said he had become paralyzed after being pushed from a 3rd-story balcony and dragged on stage while the rapper performed in Manhattan. Also, 3 people were trampled and hospitalized in November 2019 as thousands rushed to get into the Astroworld Festival. They were all sent to the hospital with leg injuries, and the event continued as planned. An Instagram video posted by a rapper showed fans climbing over fences and a large crowd knocking down the barricade to get to the Astroworld Festival. 3 people were sent to the hospital with leg injuries as they attempted to enter the festival that was expected to draw at least 50,000 people, the Houston Fire Department told CNN affiliate KTRK-TV. Unfortunately, at this year's edition, an incident also occurred and both Scott and Kylie were devastated by this situation. There is also a small video from TMZ.com where we can see that Kylie was concerned during the concert. Soon after the Astroworld concert, Kylie Jenner, Scott's girlfriend, posted a response on an Instagram story. "Travis and I are broken and devastated," she said, offering condolences to the victims' loved ones. "I want to make it clear that we weren't aware of any fatalities until the news came out after the show, and in no world would have continued filming or performing. We are really broken and devastated," she began. "My thoughts and prayers are with all those who lost their lives, were injured or affected in any way by yesterday's events, and also for Travis, who I know cares deeply for his fans in the Houston community." On Saturday morning, Travis gave a statement where he said, "I am committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support families in need." He also revealed that he had offered his total support to the Houston Police Department. The concert was attended by Kylie and the couple's 3-year-old daughter, Stormy. Kylie shared a statement, writing, "My prayers go out to the families and all those impacted by what happened at the Astroworld Festival. 23 people were taken to nearby hospitals by emergency responders," Houston Fire Chief Sam Penna shared, revealing that 11 of those were in cardiac arrest. Over 300 people were treated at a field hospital at the site. But maybe like us, you might be thinking, what went wrong?
I know, we're trying! Lucas!
It is still unclear what prompted the crowd to surge forward, but witnesses described a chaotic scene before and during the concert, with many people in the back trying to rush to the front. One concert goer, Nima Javadzadeh, said the event was hectic from the beginning. Quote, "I got there around 3 and saw people already struggling to stand straight," she said. "There was a lot of mob mentality going on, people willing to do whatever to be in line for merch, food, shows, you name it. A lot of fights broke out throughout the day." The crush of the crowd was so intense that it left no room to move, some attendees said. But here is the most important thing about it. The signs of trouble were not immediately apparent. This caused a late response. Videos posted by concert-goers on social media showed a chaotic scene near the stage, with some people in the crowd pleading for help and others unaware of any serious problems. In one video, which was posted on YouTube but has since been removed, Mr. Scott was on stage and heard telling the crowd, "I want to see some rages. Who wants to rage?" Moments later, he could be heard saying, "There is an ambulance in the crowd, whoa, whoa, whoa," apparently trying to calm the commotion. For several seconds, there was no music. Mr. Scott looked toward the crowd, and the red and blue lights of an ambulance could be seen amid the sea of people. The city's mayor, Sylvester Turner, said it was too early to say whether the security operation was adequate or what led to the deaths. The mayor, who has known Mr. Scott's family for years, described a robust security operation. In the meantime, the Kardashian family and also Travis Scott have already shared all their support to the families and the fans. But we would really like to know what you think about this situation. Could Kylie or Travis have done something different to stop all the people? Should Travis have stopped the concert immediately when he saw that something was wrong with the crowd? What should Kylie really say? Please let us know in the comments below, and we also want to share all our support to the affected families and fans that were at that festival.